This is the State Farm postgame show.
When Tom Brady left the New England Patriots, many thought the Patriot way left with him, but they were wrong. The message from Mike Vrabel, Drake May, and the Patriots is clear. We are back after defeating the Broncos by a score of 10-7 to advance to the Super Bowl. The Patriots are at the top of the AFC, and folks, they will face the winner of the Rams and Seahawks matchup. That's kicking off just shortly over on Fox as we welcome you back to the State Farm postgame show. I'm James Brown, back here in Denver alongside Coach Nate, Kirk, and Kyle. Coach, you mentioned, look, obviously two excellent defenses were at play today. You said points would be at a premium, and that proved to be the case.
Yeah, it was a tale of two halves. You look at the weather from that standpoint. Obviously, in the first quarter, the opportunity to kick the field goal right there and to go up 10-0. Bypassed right there by Sean Payton. But listen again, the New England Patriots, first team in NFL history to go 9-0 on the road. Mike Vrabel bringing together this team. They came together a very short period of time, and they put together a special group of people.
Yeah, I know we'll continue to talk about the Patriots, but let's focus on some of the miscues by the Broncos before we move along and congratulate this Patriots team on another win. And here it is. This was fourth down. They were trying to get points, but in points, a touchdown instead of a field goal. And then, yes, Stidham retreating. And that was a fumble. Another miscue by the Broncos in here, looking for points, a missed field goal. And as we talk about all of the time, you cannot put yourself in a position and not come away with points. Another missed field goal. And this one was actually tipped. You can't blame that on the snap, the hold, or the kicker. And here, an interception. The Broncos had opportunities. And let's call it what it is. Stidham had some moments in that first half.
Certainly.
But let's give credit where credit is due. That Patriots defense, they stepped up in this game, Kirk.
Yeah, once the weather arrived, it became a different football game.
Yeah.
The Patriots played that game. They ran the football well. They pounded the rock in the second half. That drive that they had in the start of the second half, as the weather was picking up, they were able to run clock, and by the time the Broncos got the ball back, the weather had completely flipped, and they really didn't have a real shot after that to move the football through the air. But you got to credit the Patriots and what Mike Vrabel has built here.
Yeah, Kirk, you know, sped up Drake May early, 29 carries in the second half, 21 minutes of possession, 100 yards on the ground. That's how you come into enemy territory, come in with a win.
Yeah.
You know what? Whenever Kyle looks at you, he's just got that, even though he was an offensive player, he's got that defensive nastiness about him.
Yeah. That's
good.
But you know what? But what a game played out, and as the guys mentioned, certainly the weather elements did change things here. But the bottom line is that the Patriots come away with that 10-7 victory. They move on to the Super Bowl. Still ahead, the Lamar Hunt Trophy presentation when the State Farm postgame show continues.
This is the State Farm postgame show.
And welcome back to Denver and the State Farm postgame show. Moments ago, it was our Evan Washburn who caught up with Broncos head coach Sean Payton.
Well, Coach, first of all, we appreciate your time after a tough loss. What was the right message for the guys in that locker room?
Look, it's hard when you get to this game, and I said, look, man, I can't tell you anything that's going to change how you feel right now. We're proud of them. Man, they played hard. Wasn't good enough today. Wasn't good enough by us, myself. This is probably one of the closer teams that I've coached, and you know, you tell them you love them, and that's kind of about it.
You've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
The conditions in the second half got a little wild. How did it impact your offense and the plays you could call?
Well, look, I would have liked to have run the ball better. I think ultimately, man, in the first half, I loved how it unfolded. It felt like the whole first half was on their side of the field. The turnover was costly. The backward pass, you know, that resulted in points. I thought defensively we played very well. It became a low-scoring game, and you know, in the end, those turnovers, and we had the wind in the fourth quarter, but it was just managing, you know, what you could do throwing it.
Sean, you're a class act. Thanks for taking time.
Appreciate you.
Sean Payton obviously going through a lot right there, but the great thing for that locker room, they are a close locker room, and they will be back next year, but missed opportunities. And you heard Sean Payton say that ball was on the Patriots side of the field a lot, but they didn't capitalize. Coach, you talked about points being at a premium in pregame.
Yeah, the Patriot way may have left when Tom Brady left, but Mike Vrabel brought it back. And they're here to stay. There's only 6 free agents coming up this offseason for them. That's about half of what a normal team would have. So they are really built to last. They have an inexpensive quarterback. We could be seeing the makings of a dare I say, dynasty here? I think I'm a little early on that, but
it's all right.
They're not going anywhere.
I'm thinking it. Listen, the crowd is chanting MVP, and rightfully so. Drake May had an unbelievable regular season, and typically MVP stands for most valuable player, but today it stands for Mike Vrabel's promise. His promise to bring this organization back to where they once were. His promise to make this team a contender again. His promise to make sure that this squad made it to another Super Bowl. And that's what we're seeing. Kirk, I'm not mad at you. At this age, as dominant as they were, let's not forget, at one point we considered Drake May the best quarterback in the game. At one point we considered the Patriots the best team in the game. And here they are in the Super Bowl. I'll tell you what, if this is a dynasty 7, 8, 10 years from now, it's one hell of a start.
I want to start with Sean Payton. I have lost 4 of these AFC Championship games at home like he's going through. Let's not forget he'd not have a starting quarterback. He got a quarterback on Jarrett Stidham. I'm not saying that Jarrett Stidham played bad. He was a reason for this.
But it would have been different with Bo Nix.
It probably would have been. I think it was a tale of two halves, and they were the better team in the first half.
Yes.
They did not get it done. But I'll say this. He has built something here as well. And for Mike Vrabel, it's the start of a new era. I know you can talk about the past, and the past is a part of what you do. I went to Pittsburgh. There's a tradition that they had. But you got to start your own. And the last message I say to Mike as he goes there, and I know he's been there before, they don't remember who loses a Super Bowl.
Oh.
That was my message to our football team the second time. I lost one. They never remember who loses. So you got 2 weeks to put yourself in a focus, sense of purpose, nothing else. Saying no to a lot of events is not a bad idea.
Yeah. You challenged Vrabel at halftime to run the football. You saw him in the tunnel and said, run the ball. They did it.
Run the ball, and let's get some snow coming
You
down.
were right, Coach.
And a reminder, tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes presents A Night at the Movies with Timothy Chalamet and other award winners. That'll be followed by Harlan Coben's Final Twist, plus Tracker and Elsbeth. That's all coming up tonight right here on CBS. And folks, a huge congratulations to the New England Patriots. They are heading back to the Super Bowl. We wrap it up and say thank you for an awesome year watching us right here on CBS.